You're unlikely to delete mobile apps for 6 months after last use, and a staggering 75% of downloaded mobile apps are abandoned within 3 days of installation. Let's face it, we've all been there, scrolling through our app library, and suddenly, a familiar icon catches our eye, reminding us of a favorite pastime or a memorable moment. It's a phenomenon that can be difficult to explain, but it's undeniable. Nostalgia has a way of keeping us attached to certain mobile apps, even if we don't use them often. We'll take a closer look at why this is, and how it contributes to the unlikely return of old favorites on our phones, often after months or even years of inactivity. Mental availability is a psychological phenomenon where we tend to associate certain apps with their past functionality or benefits, making it difficult for us to delete them, even if we no longer use them. This is particularly true for apps that have been a part of our daily routines for an extended period. Think about it. When was the last time you deleted a calendar app or a weather tracker? These apps have become deeply ingrained in our daily habits, making it hard to imagine life without them, even if we don't actively use them. The concept of mental availability also explains why we often hesitate to delete apps that have sentimental value or associations. For instance, an app that we used during a memorable trip or a game that we played with our friends might become harder to delete due to the emotional connections attached to it. As a result, these apps remain on our phones, taking up valuable storage space, even if we don't use them frequently. This phenomenon highlights the complex relationship between our minds and our mobile devices, where apps can persist long after their practical usefulness has faded. When we think of popular mobile apps, we often focus on their main features, but many of these apps have hidden gems that contribute to their staying power. Take, for example, the social media platform, Instagram. Despite our occasional inactivity, we continue to have Instagram installed on our phones because it's integrated with other services we frequently use. For instance, many users rely on Instagram's direct feature to share photos or videos with friends and family, even if it's not the primary reason they open the app. Similarly, the photo editing capabilities of Instagram make it a go-to destination for users who need to edit a quick picture, adding to its utility and encouraging us to keep it installed. Facebook is another notable example, as it offers features like Facebook groups, marketplace, and fundraisers that cater to our diverse interests and social needs. These features might not be at the forefront of our minds, but they contribute to the app's staying power and make it difficult for us to delete, even if we're not actively using it. By recognizing these often overlooked features, we can understand why our phones often host multiple apps we thought we'd discarded. When we think of attachments, we often associate it with sentimental objects or people. But in the digital age, we've also developed a phenomenon known as digital attachments. This occurs when we form a strong emotional connection with a mobile app, often due to its ability to provide a sense of community, achievement, or escapism. Consider the popular mobile game, PUBG Mobile. At its core, PUBG Mobile is a game about survival and competition. However, its users have formed a strong attachment to the game, which goes beyond its core mechanics. This attachment is partly driven by the sense of community that players form with their teammates, and the desire to continually improve and outperform others. This psychological phenomenon is not unique to games. Users of social media apps like Instagram and TikTok may form attachments due to the sense of validation and self-expression that these apps provide. In each of these cases, the attachment to the app transcends its original purpose and becomes an integral part of our daily lives. As we'll explore further in our conclusion, understanding the concept of digital attachments can help us better comprehend why certain apps persist on our devices, even if we don't use them frequently. So, even if you think you've cut ties with an app, its remnants can still linger on your device. This phenomenon is often referred to as phantom data. After deletion, apps can continue to consume storage space and even send notifications, leading to a lingering digital presence. The result: out of sight, not out of mind. Check your storage regularly to stay in control.